Boy, but we went paintball yesterday so bit. Boy, I almost fought BJ ass, boy. Yes. I was out of fucking paints, bruh. And he was still shooting me. I'm holding my gun up to surrender. So, hey, why you shoot me? You don't fucking fight your ass like this hoe. Boy, I was mad as fuck. I was so fucking mad, bitch. Oh, my, I was mad as fuck, boy. Oh, my, he was still shooting when I was saying that shit. Now I'm getting hit while I'm saying it. Oh, my. Not getting the fuck. Boy, I'm mad as fuck. Because they were already beating our ass the whole day. Oh, man, them hoes do hurt. That nigga Lil Ty, I was running away from the ox, bitch. Shit, that nigga Lil Ty shot my ass like 4 times in the leg. I wasn't even lucky, bitch. Shit, I had to get up out that hole. Them niggas slayed down on my ass. That shit, nigga, I got shot in the back one time, nigga. I ran back to my team talking about I'm hit, nigga. Oh, man. That nigga funny as fuck. When I say we drilling, this ain't practice, nigga. Live my life on the edge like I'm jagged, nigga. But I'm paying $5 for. On them hoes in white pants. I'm stupid as fuck. Oh man, them hoes looked it great. These niggas trying to make Urban Meyer be their coach. The Jets. Urban Meyer not gonna go there, bitch. And if he go there, they gonna take Justin Fields. Oh man. Oh, they trying to take Ryan Day.
My whole point is the reason why I disqualify Ryan Day is because you say Ryan Day because of Urban Meyer. He's 23, 23-1 as head coach at Ohio State. He's been absolutely outstanding in a position to win the national championship. He did all of that. But this is his first head coaching job. It's his third year at a program that Urban Meyer built. Okay? Urban Meyer would be that guy to me before Ryan Day.
Okay. Guys, can I just jump in here really quickly because I also want to mention that Jacksonville has hired Doug Marrone, fired him, excuse me. Stephen A., I'll start with you here. So who do you think would be the best fit as the new head coach in Jacksonville?
Wow. Well, Eric Bieniemy comes to my mind that way because obviously he'll have a star quarterback with the first overall pick. And by the way, I'm not so sure anymore that should definitively be Trevor Lawrence. When I watch this kid Justin Fields and the way he's trending and how exceptionally, how much of an exceptional athlete he is, plus he can throw the football, plus he's tough. I like his upside. I like what I'm seeing, and if they don't get him, I hope the Jets get him. Because Justin Fields is a stud. I just believe in this kid, and I don't think that we can ignore him any longer, even though Trevor Lawrence is still special, and we all know that. Having said all of that, when I think about the Jaguars, and Eric Bieniemy taking a job like that, and the Jacksonville market seems a bit better for me. I like that.
Slam dunk, Eric Bieniemy. As I said,
we are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place. FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Damn!
Fanfare of introductions to an NFL.
Boy, though that nigga Brick just go 91.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys.
These niggas trying to compete to see who can score the fucking most in this hoe, ain't it?
Getting toward the halfway point.
Shit, I'm finna go put up a billion in weekend. Shit. Oh, it was a goal. I'm gonna have the kick return. Oh, shit. Know my life was hard and full of rain like a hurricane. Do not make me kill your dog. That shit like animal cruelty.
Jackson on first down. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
Damn, I ain't want that nigga to hit me, bro.
Across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. We'll get this to
bro, I think my post was fucking open for a touchdown, bro. Oh, I suck.
You got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the
yeah.
number. 20-point score. Give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Well, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yeah, if he get, well, why the fuck am I tight end supposed to block this X factor, bro?
He could get out of the backfield.
That's terrible design.
3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
File online and get help if you need it. No matter how you choose to file, Block has your back. Bye.
Happy anniversary. Every year you're with us, you get $50.
Money how I be feeling on man.
Jackson from the shotgun. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
Oh, why was that ball not accurate?
1st down, but it winds up incomplete. John Ross, the
Oh, that sucked.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nigga will not run man on me again.
Not only was
On money, he better not run man again.
like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and goal, Jackson. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Oh my gosh, bro, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
They have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. Again, Jackson. That's complete.
Damn, bro.
And he'll get it here
Fucking
to the
touchdown.
10-yard line.
Shit.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Yeah, I
Trying
mean,
to set anything up.
franchise
They feel
and
like they
shit.
have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Antonio Callaway on the returns. The Cowboys take over first.
I might keep forgetting after I score. I gotta change that shit.
23-yard line.
I got breakout player though. I gotta get that hoe.
First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Takes this
This nigga just stiff on him the fuck out his ass, boy.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb.
But why did they move me to the other side? I would have picked that hoe, bro. Shit.
That's probably
Gave
as
this
simple
nigga
of a
20
throw as
fucking
any
yards.
all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 40-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 14 yards, good for a
Bet.
Cowboy first down.
Yeah, how you want to play?
That's
It's on. Chase Young in the middle of that bitch.
Establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First down carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
You know my life is hard and full of rain like a hurricane.
Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Simple, straightforward, the way healthcare should be. Let's take care of it.
While other schools may offer welding classes, at Tulsa Welding School, we are welding. Since 1949, Tulsa Welding School...
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Cowboys, nothing.
Campuses in over 650 individual stations, including the latest in technology. Our reputation in the industry has given TWS graduates the advantage of connections with hundreds of employers over the years. So don't wait. Call now. Call 1-800-968-1220.
You gotta go inside. You gotta rise up.
College football's most prestigious fraternity welcomes a new member.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's third down. 3rd and long.
Spectrum Mobile has a new iPhone 12. That's so exciting.
And if you want to get the most out of the first 5G iPhone, you'll want it on Spectrum Mobile. They've got the most reliable service and nationwide 5G.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yard attempt.
Spectrum Mobile. All different for today. The experts at Lucky's Bike Squad.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers.
I'm trying to get out of there with her, man.
We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Tuesday night, we'll have an ACC Big 12 conference called doubleheader here on ESPN Indiana. North Carolina squaring off against Miami.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them,
Yeah, man, these niggas fucking suck. Keep getting hit every time I throw the football.
Going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Now, the Eagles will have the 6th pick in the draft instead of the 9th pick. Matt, let me ask you this. Do you think Philly needs to just point blank clean house?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson.
Why am I getting hit, bro?
Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The last remnant of that culture were spent last night. You know, it's one thing. As I said earlier, guys, I'm not trying to hear about, oh, what about the process?
2nd and 11. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jordan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And that's a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first.
Bro, why the fuck am I getting hit every time I drop the fuck back?
Wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively.
The fuck,
Giving up
what?
a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
I mean, I'm quite sure the American public turned a blind eye and a deaf ear to what you had to say on this particular subject. And if it
They're in
wasn't
some
my
hot
job-
water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run the option on 2nd down. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them to 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
It's well worth your time. This is what he has
to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield.
Bro, nigga, that shit locked.
Surprising to see a defender.
Why am I dropping the pick with Mike Jack, though?
But it does get away at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
According to reporting, that's right. But Bulls stopped the game to respond when they were dead. Not only did they win the Super Bowl, the next year there were 5 and 6 who took over the Flyers and went on a playoff run. Clearly, you see the same thing now with Jalen Hurts. What about that offensive line? It's no line, no weapon. Why is Jalen Hurts keeping them in game?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. Tight end.
We gonna knock you in.
For 8 yards. He's got as the first half is winding down from tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14.
If you want, I'll buy you rollies every time you ask. I buy potatoes for your times, I buy you rollies.
About About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a timeout taken. Gives a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st down, Dallas.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball.
Boo!
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will be brought
Yes,
down
sir.
as
Ricky with the pick.
this 1st half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
I can't get no hits this time for kickoffs no more, bro.
It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway.
Bruh, why are they not putting me on Harrison Smith so I can hit this nigga, bro? Why am I putting on somebody else who's not even nowhere near?
At their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go down with it again. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Proactive Plus is effective. Get gentler on sensitive skin. Skin is Proactive MD for that stubborn acne. My skin looks awesome. Subscribe today risk-free at Proactive.com and get consistent skin delivered to your door.
Damn, they got Coward instead of Jones.
Next on, start with Carlos and get a custom offer good for 7 days. The way it should be.
Yeah, you just took too long. Oh, now I'm my man. Dummy.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Just like your favorite mascot, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama works hard behind the scenes. Proud sponsor of the Tide and Tide team. People often ask, how much money do I have to pay you up front to be my personal lawyer? The answer is nothing. It's free unless we win. What about a Blizzard call or car crash?
He'll look to throw.
Free unless we win. We have recovered billions in settlements and verticals.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
What do I gotta do? I gotta pick 6 with him. I hope that's enough to get him superstar. I don't know.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back.
I don't know why nobody had Zeke covered when I was in man. But fuck it.
Callaway, the return man. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the
Oh
Cowboys.
yeah, don't throw that RPO again.
And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like,
why he just ran right by him?
Long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Ah, shit.
Defensive backs for the former DB, right?
Why did the ball he put up had a touchdown? Man, he didn't throw that touchdown.
Deep in there, right? 27 yards there, a first down.
Nice job.
I meant to put my middle linebacker on that shit, but fuck it.
Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep.
If I see that man all game, boy, a nigga ain't gonna do nothing.
For the nice pickup.
On 45% shooting from the field, 36% shooting from three-point range.
On play action, they'll throw. Trying to lay one up deep.
Just give me an interception in.
Intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with
Mike
great
Jack,
anticipation.
what it is? See?
Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
That nigga holding, that nigga blocking the fuck out my
In his
nose.
second season, he has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep.
Why am I running back not going to block nobody?
Or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Hell no, that boy tripped out.
Now Jackson.
That PI on mom. Don't call it. Man, mom. PI.
Incomplete. However,
Oh, they call it. Hold that boy just stop my player from running away from his ass. Damn. First and 20 out there, ho. That's why I threw that. I'm glad he ain't picked that one.
so following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Jackson.
Why is he just running free?
Taken down.
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, I'm gonna keep getting sacked.
Nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Nigga just running free in the fucking backfield.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. His throw incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. Third down here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back.
Man, I'm finna keep getting sacked out this home, bro. I just kept all them niggas in the block to get sacked.
And that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Jackson slings this deep from McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Returnable here for Callaway.
What?
44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And possession will switch hands. First and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
When we come back here, how upset should the Eagles be after last night's mess in Philly? We dive into that. Forget Eagles. How can Giants fans like Matt Smith is salty? But Stephen A, final words for the Cowboys.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott.
Holding. There goes.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
My 3-3-5. I gotta put a chance in there.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A bad move related to a sluggish style. Miralax is different. It works.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
For your gut, you will follow.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 20.
Just made that tackle, bro. He missing the fuck out tackle.
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's third down.
To help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizing vehicle insurance. Here's one that'll really cool. Wow! What you got, Ryan? It's customized home insurance from Liberty Mutual. What does it do? It customizes our home insurance for the only vehicle we need. And what did you get, Ryan?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this
That's a
is
pick.
incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket.
An exciting way to bring churros home today. Fearless Toast Crunch Churros, blasted with cinnamon. Now available in chocolate.
Can you help you? You better dig in. To the greatest mom in the world.
Mikey, you're the voice. Loves Cowboys Working Chicken Big Box and churros.
Wow. And this is why they call it Rhythm Chicken? Because he's written. That bomb.
Get Popeyes Working Chicken Big Box with 2 sides of biscuit and sauce for $6.
Get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They gonna make me go out of bounds, though.
39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Proper compression garments. Proper Fit Pro. Now with targeted kinesiology compression bands designed to pinpoint and relieve muscle and joint soreness. Kinesiology compression bands are strategically patterned in the garment to target known.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the
Lay
lead, you're
here.
controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher
Yeah,
spot?
that's it.
You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Unless you have a plan from HomeServe, which you should get. Get a water service line plan from HomeServe.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he is going to be
Hey, bro, what is this nigga doing that's getting these niggas just running free out this hole?
3rd quarter.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football.
The fuck kind of blitz this boy doing?
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson gets this one to Hill. Touchdown, Washington! Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's some there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Again, it's Elliott.
Why is this again? What the fuck?
Knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Get your taxes done with or without the officer. Drop in.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Send us a pic of your doc, and a tax pro will do the work.
He'll find Lamb.
Why did they change my coverage, bro? I don't want this nigga gaining nothing. Budget ran slants all the way across the field.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Great service without all the drama. As a Marine, I learned resiliency. But when I lost my job, my home, I felt like a shadow.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. On the RPO, that's complete right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions.
Stop playing with Mike Jack, man.
Psyche of a young quarterback.
Real locksmith.
And he threw a 5th interception. I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw down complete to Ross.
That's cool. I want to just kill clock. Being raining and tripping.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Nationwide talk and text, including Canada, Mexico, and beyond. All with no added taxes, no
on first down. It's Gibson down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Have the great defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Everyone should be very upset with this. Guys, there's a reason the NFL flexes this game into prime time. Come on, last game of the season, and it's determined.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Almost divisional rival.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Or keep the Giants out of the playoff, and we're not playing a divisional rival. I'd be like, ooh, I hate those Eagles, but I understand. But you're
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40, and down to the 27-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for what?
Okay, it's a bad year. I understand it's a bad year, but sometimes there is a silver lining. You can stink up the joint to such a degree that clearly there needs to be a reset because your foibles, your problem was so flagrant they can't be ignored. And I think that's what we're looking at with the Eagles here. Clearly Carson Wentz appears to be a miscalculation, or at least his relationship with Doug Peterson obviously has to come into strong consideration. We also got to take into account your secondary was decimated with injuries, your offensive line was decimated with injuries. Those are two big issues plaguing the Philadelphia Eagles. We understand how awful they are, how awful they've been all